You can hear me, right? It's like search sound mix and it shows you the modern UI, which doesn't even have the setting and doesn't have a link to the. And then it's like I click on recording, microphone, levels 50. And it doesn't let me. So it's got a text box and a slider, and it doesn't let me write in the text box. I have to use the slider. Why? We know why. We know. Hi. Hey. It sounds good, right? It sounds normal, huh? So why do they have to? Why do they have to build them into these nasty rocks? Well, this nasty dust, can't they make it in nice mud where it's soft and Oh. This looks horrible. It's gonna fall down. Look at that rock. How is that rock held up? I mean, there's no rebar, there's no supports, there's no pylons. I went to an engineering university, you know. You need to... Who left this here? Oh, they left me a note. It must be my boss telling me to go home. Hans, I'm looking for ways to enter the tunnel. Well, you're in luck. You're in the tunnel. You're there already. The flood door seemed to be locked, but I found an elevator. Oh, that elevator. No, don't use that elevator. It's stupid dust. I found an elevator in the building with the plumbing station. Is that where I was? Was that a plumbing station? It might have been. Pumping station. Yeah, pumping. What do you say? We should check it out. Are you the reason that the elevator broke? I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm thinking? You don't know what I'm thinking, do you? I better take this for... Come on. Come. Stupid kid. If you know what I'm thinking, then I got a report here, I think. I'm not sure that's allowed. I'm sure those stories about the old tunnel are just urban legend. What legend? There might actually be something useful there. Us here with the elevator. So we've got Hans and Lucas. Hans and Lucas. I better note these in my notebook. Mines. Hans and Lucas want to go to the tunnel and found an elevator. I do my job. I do it properly. I take pictures and I write people's names down and I get paid money for that. But I do need some more batteries though. I don't think... Wait, there's a... Is that a tunnel? It looks... What is this? I mean, this isn't on the beaten path. Are we going to find another cave drawing? Oh, maybe Lucas was in here. Oh, Lucas was reading. What were you reading, Lucas? Isn't that the eagle? You know, that eagle. I mean, surely it's... Key! Look, I found a key. I wonder where the key goes. Well, it doesn't go this way. There's nowhere else this way, just a dead end. take a pick? Why take... What? Why take a pick when you can take the whole note? What? Then I gotta carry the notes. I don't want to carry a piece of paper. It's big. I mean, it might just be an A4 to you, but I'm kind of small. And I gotta fold this 5 times and fit it in my pocket. And even to reach it, I gotta climb up this little barrel and climb up the little box. Crow in the cave. There's no crows in here. Well, I hope not. They're gonna try and steal my food. Oh. No. Get away from my food! Stupid crow! Wait a minute. I don't have any food. Oh, monsters. Well, that was the mines. That wasn't so bad. Wonder where Dave's got to. Dave? Dave? He'll be back somewhere. So where are we now? Well, we went through the sawmill. I don't remember what was further downstream from the sawmill. Was it oh, I think it was the hydroelectrical dam. The bunker exit. Quite an exit. Why did they have to reinforce it so much? Why did they even make this? It just cuts through the mountain. Well, I guess it makes sense. You don't want to go all the way walking around, and you can't walk through the river, you get wet. Of course, they could have just built a bridge. I mean, imagine performing maintenance on these when it just crosses over the river. Oh. It's quite a nice day. Well, it always was a nice day. But I'm sure the day will stay nice. So I think we're going to find the hydroelectrical power dam station. Yeah, the electrical... But we were already at the electrical station. Oh, that was... Yeah, we were at Hartman's power station. And now we're going... Well, I have a picture of the map on my camera, but I'm not looking at that. It's going to drain my battery. I bet there's gold hidden in there. Or in that one. Probably in that one. Definitely that there's gold hidden in that one. Look at this water. It's lovely. Stupid caves. I'm not going in caves again today. Oh, what now? Drowning hazard. I'm not going to drown walking on the land. I'll only drown if I fall in the water. But I can fall in the water from here. So what's the point of your sign? I can already fall in the water and drown. I mean, if anything, you're encouraging me to climb up on the rocks and got to edit in a splash sound effect to that spot. And then fade in at this. Stupid. I hate this. I'm wet and cold. I'm going in the house, so I have to get warm now. Who built these steps? Are they certified to build steps? No, I don't think my job covers the architecture of steps. This pillar is fallen down and it's degraded, but I don't think that's my job. I'm going inside. It's cold now, and it's. Hi. Hello. Oh, I can have a little nap. Maybe I shouldn't. I have a lot of places to go. and it's gonna get... Oh. That's cool. I mean, it's not my job to record that, but missing my doc. Last seen on my something. She disappeared, and I drank too much mushroom tea. She's made of wood. Reward: tea party at my house with my doc and my co. Well, I'll be sure to phone this number if I see a doc around here. I should keep an eye out. Well, I'm heading inside now. Ugh. Ugh. What a... This is horrible. This is worse than the time I tried growing potatoes, and they all rotted and grew fungus, and then they morphed together into a giant potato. And they started crawling around. I think there was cockroaches living inside. You wouldn't know what this smell is, would you? I'll leave it. I didn't know the house was occupied. It doesn't smell like it's occupied. I don't think I'm sleeping here. I don't think I can sleep here. I think I would not... I have to go. Did you see? Did I see? I didn't see that. That's not... That's not there. Who would do that? It smells horrible. I don't know about the teddy bear, but did you see what was in the sink? Something worse than teddy bears. And this mattress is... my note. Oh. I gotta phone the... Hi, there's a dead body and I didn't...
That's not funny, Mark.
I didn't put it there.
You mean like a dead animal?
No, a human. Stupid. I mean, but Mr.
That's unsettling.
Boss.
I'll call the cops and they'd come check it out.
Well,
can you give me the precise location?
No, I don't know where I am. I'm in the mountain, and I came through the caves, and there's like a shack, and there's a sign that says no.
Yeah,
no.
I know the place.
It says
Anyway,
no.
I'm sure the cops will figure out what happened to the guy.
The sign that says no drowning, even though you're already by the water and you can drown. He never listens. He never listens to me. I don't have to take a picture of that, right? I mean, the police cops. I don't want to go near it. Broken. It smells like a dead animal. Because it is a dead animal. There's nothing over there I need, right? I don't think I want it if I... Oh, this whole place is disgusting. Look at this. Look at this, what he put in the sink. Look at that. Wait, did you do that? Did you do that? Did you put that in the sink? Why is your microwave on the floor? Why would you keep your microwave on the floor and put cups on it and have a table that's cleaner than the microwave and put the under it and sleep? You could put the mattress on the table and the microwave on the television, and the cups on the box, and the brown chocolate, you put it in the bin, not in the sink. I think you deserve to die. I think you should be dead. I think this is why. Because you're a nasty animal. Disgusting, nasty, smelly animal. It deserves everything that he got. The question is, who put the blanket on him? Or maybe he died in his sleep. Like the monster he is. Do I even want to look around here? Well, it's not that warm outside and my fur is still drying. Plus, I mean... Plus, I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like it's not my job to look in these. But that was never in university, my engineering course. They never said what to do when I find a dead body. That was never in the prospectus or the curriculum. Well, at least this place is in better condition, and it didn't seem to have a... There didn't seem to be a staircase. So I don't think the smell is gonna... It's blocked my nose. Like... I'm gonna have very bad... I'm gonna have very problematic breathing for a few days, like... Hello? What's... Door and more machines that I gotta figure out. Well, hopefully it's warm inside. I mean, none of the windows are broken, so that's a start. And start to stand to the side of the door, to the side, and safety. What now? Control room. And a map. So here's the dam and the sawmill, and there's the cave that we came through, and we came out over here. And that spot there above the sawmill must be the lumber yard. And the dam is going to break, and it's all going to get washed. It's going to get cleaned. Like, I mean, the downstairs of this house definitely needs a clean. It's just like a rinse, right? So, now we're here, and... What was that noise? I'm sure I heard something. Like creaking, right? I heard the... It's probably just the wind in it's probably just the wind in the machines, in the wooden things. Things like alcohol and Bible. Bibble. I don't need a Bibble. Files? Well, yes, it is, but you could put them on the shelf, you know. That's a lot of space for some files you could put on the shelf. Batteries. No. I get that. If only I had some kind of... Oh, for the camera. And now I have more photographs. Oh, it's the weather information. This shows you where the radiation is. Hopefully there's no rats around here. nasty, smelly things. No, rats are fine. The little rats. Ratsies. Actually, it's really quite nice to have rats around. Because it proves that there's food. You never see a rat somewhere there's not food, do you? I mean, rats will even jump off a ship if the food runs out. Unless they get to eat the crew, of course. But that doesn't happen very much. Only if there's a plague on the ship, then they don't notice. But that's for another time. Nothing seems to be working. That's because you're lazy. Go fix it. Why do I have to fix it? It's a good thing I have this flask of tea with me. It's warming me up. And my fur is going to dry soon. Nothing seems to be working in the tunnel. What do you mean in the tunnel? There's nothing in the tunnel. It's just a tunnel. You mean the lights? The lights are working. Almost all the flood doors are stuck and have missing valves. Well, buy new valves. Is it so hard? Just get new valves. Stutley Robin must have hidden them. What? What kind of an idiot is this? Stanley Robin. So where was this? The floods gates. Stanley Robin has been sabotaging and stealing the valves. I think he has mental deficiencies. Yes. What if I'm not food? Of course I'm not food. Why would I be food? The rat, I'm not food for the rats. No, I don't eat the rats. I've thought about it. Just roast a rat. But they keep scurrying off, and whenever I do catch one, I can't do it. I put the fire and I get the rat and these little brown eyes looking at me, and I gotta put a stick up its rump to cook it properly, and I'm like, it seems a little bit cruel to do that. So, fortunately I'll be retiring soon. Then Robin can deal with the mess on his own. So Eric is working with Robin, but he's retiring. Eric, working with Robin, tired of his shit and retiring. Da 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 da. Oh. Well, that doesn't count. No, it's minor, I suppose. Mrs. Frisbee? Mrs. Frisbee? Where are you? So, the control room, but the control room for what? The flood doors. Oh, I need to take a photo. Yeah. Alright. Why is everything creaking? Is there so many rats in here? Mrs. Frisbee? Oh, a light switch. It's noisy. I don't like it. It's noisy. So what's this? The flood doors. 1 and 2. If the light is on, you can open the tunnel door. Remember to turn the switches to match the color code. automatic, open, don't use this. Not in use. But why do I care about this? That guy's Eric. I mean, if I get hungry, I could eat the dead guy. Oh, it's that man I found. It's Eric. Huh. It's that man. Robin found out that he was retiring, and he's like, no. You don't retire. I retire. Oh. Hello? Well, that's that then. So, we're here. Came from here. Where are we going? I think we're proceeding to the electrical, hydroelectric station or something. But I'm not sure why I care about the floodgates. I mean, it's going to flood the city, right, if I open them? I've smelled too many bad things today. They should give me some kind of mask to protect my lungs. I don't think there's anything interesting in the... Maybe down there's something interesting. No, I can't move that, it's too heavy. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. It's broken. Look, it's broken. It shouldn't open if you open it, but it doesn't open. Well, this house was a horror story. Well, I'm walking around dangling, but that's not a problem. I mean, what's wrong with dangling? Plus, what's dangling? My tail? My tail's dangling, that's not a problem. Oh. Look, it's waiting for prey. I've seen about this. A bird waits statically in the air, and when it sees a mouse, it goes and catches it. Of course, usually they do it a bit higher, and that looks like a seagull, and it sounds like a crow. Yes, I agree, Mr. Seagull Crow. You need to do it a bit higher up. Yes, a mouse is going to see you if you stay there, and it's not going to come out, well, apart from me, but I'm a rat. That doesn't... I mean, a mouse. I'm a big one, and you can't eat me, because I'll probably eat you. Yeah, maybe I could eat a bird. I mean, I'm going to get hungry sooner or later, and I need something to eat. The company didn't give me clothes, they didn't give me a mask, they didn't give me batteries for my flashlight, they didn't give me batteries for my camera. They didn't give me anything, apart from an office. Which isn't even my office, it's Mark's office. And they keep thinking I'm Mark, because that's their business, I suppose. Oh, well, I see. So there was the door back up. There was the door back there. And it says, drowning. If you go here, you're going to drown. Which I don't really understand, because I can already get to the water. Well, I nearly did drown. I fell in and I got my fur very wet. But it's dry now. And the sun is warm, and I can just wait a moment and my fur will be heated. Hi, Bess. Hi. You've been very quiet, but I see you there. Oh, that's a pretty bird. But you never see the birds. They're very small. And they hide in the trees. So, I want to get through here, because that goes to the electrical station, and I have to take photographs. Now, being a sane and normal and responsible rat, of course, I just climb up this little handhold here and up that part, and then it's pretty easy to just go over, and then you just go down again. But that would be breaking the rules, and I can't break the law. So instead, I'll start using this electrical equipment that I don't understand, and I'll open the door that way. It was upstairs. I'm not going downstairs again. Not after what I found in there. I don't... The smell even comes through the broken window. I don't want to remember. Maybe I'll forget one day. I can forget one day. I have a lot of years to forget what I saw. If Bessie's curious, maybe she can ask Marcovus what I saw in the basement that I will never forget, no matter how much I want to. So since it would be against the rules to just climb over the rock, let's just open the doors. Because I'm sure this door is the right door. Closed, open, not in use. Well, I mean, this must be for that door, right? This isn't going to This isn't going to flood anything. But which one do I want? So, closed. Well, I don't want closed, I want to get in. And the blue one doesn't work, so I can't open it. So what does green do? And what is... Well, I suppose yellow, but I want to know what green does. So... A1, 2 down, A3 right. Oh, A1, 2. Right, and A... This doesn't have the third A. B right. C, D, right down. I want B right. C, D down. And... What? I did it! Maybe. So down, down, right, down, down, right. B3 right. And C3, D3, D4, right, down, down. Wait, C3 right. No, that's that one. Down, down. But the light isn't on. Down, down, right, and then B3 right, C3 right, B3, C3, and then D3, D4 is... Wait, D3, D4 is down and down. Well, that's correct. Stupid machine. You're it's faulty, so I take a photo because you're faulty. Alright, let's try the yellow one. The yellow one. So A1, B1, B2, B3, right, down, down, right. A1, right, down, down, down. Oh. I did it. No, wait, I have to be responsible and turn the lights off. Because this city is already going to have a power crisis in a few weeks. So let's not exacerbate. Let's not exacerbate it. And I know a shortcut. Oh! My legs are fine. And I got down faster. And I can get on my way. And away from this nasty place with my dried fur. And later I can... What's that hut? And later I can roast myself some seagull. And I'll look for a rat. See if I can find Mrs. Frisbee. Of course the day is going on, but it's still early. Now I can get through here. Drowning hazard. I won't drown. I'm a very good swimmer. Well, we got through that maze. Oh, a birch tree. That's very pretty. And there's birds. Maybe there's gold in that hole. Probably. I should come back tomorrow when I'm not at work. Because if I find gold while I'm at work, technically it's owned by the company. A finder's fee. But if I find it when I'm off duty, then it's mine. And there's a big hole. But I can see it. Big hole in all of the... Of course, this doesn't look like critical infrastructure, so it's probably fine. Although it's a lot of shrubs. What is that? Oh, it's the concrete. What? There's nothing in here, so everything's fine. Oh, this is a bit... I don't want to go under here. What if it shifts? Well, I can run through it. Maybe I can go around. No, I don't want to get... I don't want to get my fur wet again. I'm not getting my fur wet again. It's enough for today. Because then I have to go back into the house to warm myself up, and it smells, and I'll find a... See, it's safe. Look, I could have just gone around there. Now let's see if where we're going to. Well, that's already a problem. The ladder's broken. I can't get up. Maybe there's a ladder on this side. Because I have to get inside and check this place out. Alright. So we're at the water tunnel. So far it doesn't look promising at all, really. Oh. It's creepy. I already don't like it here. It's creepy. And that light is broken. That's the important part. The broken light. That's very significant. And the fallen ladder. Otherwise it seems okay. This doesn't look like a tunnel of love. This looks like a tunnel of malaria and pox and Spanish flu, and I should be careful on this edge. My fur is only just dried, but the flowers are nice. It smells lavendery, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it's lavender. What does lavender look like? I've never seen lavender, but I've heard about it. A friend told me about it, and I got to smell some, but I don't know what it looks like. High voltage. This light is high voltage? Why would they have such high voltage for a light? I wonder if this code is important. But it's probably important, but I don't care about that. Silly little numbers. What do numbers matter? What matters is how much money I get paid, and what Well, hopefully that I get paid at all would be nice, but oh, I think something tried to dig its way through. Some kind of animal, maybe. A big animal, bigger than me. Of course, not that I'm that big of an animal, but still, an animal dug through here. But they didn't use the door that's right next to it. A light, if the light is red, the area might be flooded. That's not nice. If the light is green, the door, behind the door, it's not flooded. And the door can only be opened when it's green. Well, then I can open it. But I want to look around here first. I hope after all this I get paid. I mean, I know I could just get paid in cheese, and that wouldn't be so bad, but I can't build my home out of cheese. And I don't think Mr. Silter will accept cheese as payment for the rent. And I gotta pay Mr. Silter because he really likes money. And he really doesn't like that I don't pay money for living there. But I'll pay him soon, and with dividends. Whatever dividends means. It was mentioned at university, but I'm not sure I understood it. Well, I can't go this way, unless I can climb up these vines. No, it broke off under my weight, which is stupid. I'm not heavy. Why did you break? Stupid vine. There doesn't seem to be anything that way. I can look for gold, but the day is going, and I have to visit many other places, and I have to do a good job, and I have to document everything, even if it smells nasty and it's dirty and it's nasty, because I have to get employed as an employee instead of I mean, it'll do no harm to go and have a look down here. Is there anything? Oh. It happened to... Stupid... Well, I didn't know it'd be slippery. Why would it be slippery? It's made of metal, and it's in the water. It's never slippery. Why would it be slippery? Stupid, wetty, drip. Well, at least now if it floods while I'm in there, it won't matter, because I'm already wet again. But I really like to stop being wet and... Oh, does this close? It closes. Well, that's easy. I can just move the barrel under there and then it won't close. Come. Stupid, heavy. There's everything heavy and wet and slippery and wet and... No, I'm falling in again. Because I felt something on my leg, like I got pulled. But I don't see any animals in there. No, it couldn't have been an animal. Plus, I escaped. But I thought I felt something pull my leg. What? Hee hee. Da 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 da. Da da. Da 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 da. Da da. See, I'm acrobatic. Even if I'm clumsy, I'm acrobatic. Well, I don't think there's anything to photograph down there. Was there anything to photograph that I didn't notice because I was too busy falling in the water? I can't see anything. But what's down here? Because I have to photograph everything. Because I want to be employed. Because what if I open this and it closes and I get stuck? Because I mean, what if this is locked? Now, what if it's locked? I have to check that it's not locked before it closes. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck. I got to pee. Oh, chapter 3. Forgotten world, but I didn't forget it. I remembered. I got to pee. And blow my nose. The tablet fell on the floor, but I didn't even touch it. I just dried my hands and it fell on the floor. Oh, at least the door closed. I mean, at least the door can be unlocked. Bergman. So we're in the Bergman tunnels. But what do the Bergman tunnels do? And what are they for? Oh, there's no vent. There's no valve on this side, so I should be able to open this door, but someone took the valve. Well, the machinery already sounds like it's struggling. Look at all these pipes. Quite a lot of work to put all these pipes down and structure them so nicely. I mean, it looks very easy to just put some pipes, but it's not that easy. Exit. Exit without a valve. Isn't that a violation of health concerns? To have an exit that can be blocked? Isn't that what an... I mean, a fire exit, right? Is meant to be a fire exit. But it's not a fire exit if there's water, even though water would put out the fire. So they should have just a hole, and if it floods, the water comes in. Robin. Oh, I know who Robin is, if you've lost your keys. But I found keys. I found keys in the cave. Wait, I never used the keys. Did I miss something? Oh, I think I was quite thorough. Oh, it was probably the keys to the guy with the dead body with Eric in it. That's probably what the keys were in the little cave. How did the keys get in there? Well, it seemed to me that it was Robin who must have been putting down those glow lights, and he probably covered Robin's body after he killed him, and locked the door, and then hid the key in the cave so no one could find the body. That makes sense. You need to open FB12 and turn on A2B1 and C3. Well, I'm going to use my notebook. Robin's door key FB12. Turn on A2B1C3. Easy. It's very useful to have a notepad. What was I doing? Oh, I gotta open the door. Well, we'll follow this little cable. Little cable. And it splits. Well, that's stupid. So I gotta go under the floor now. I need a shovel. Maybe there's a shovel around here. Oh, but it also goes in here. But this is it. What does he mean? Turn them on? There's nothing to turn on here. Are these buttons? Oh. But what are these things? Aren't these important to be kept running? It's flooded. Is it flooded? Is that a bad thing? Is it flooded water behind the door? Am I going to instructions? Danise represents peerless constraints. Now that doesn't seem to be relevant to anything. Nasty cobwebs everywhere. And my cobwebs are actually nicer. Because look how this stretches even though it doesn't stretch. My cobwebs are actually conforming to the shape properly. These cobwebs are more lazy than my cobwebs. Which is nice to know. Oh, FB12. There it is. In this dirty place. Well, at least it's not. At least even if it's dirty, it's not dusty. With nasty, dusty rocks. Or rotten bodies. So, A2. Oh. B1. What if I just turn all of them on? I mean, isn't that easier? Oh. Well, I want to make sure that this door doesn't break. Now oh, did that do it? Well, fine then. I'll read it and I'll do it properly. I don't have A2 and B and C3 and what? Well, what's wrong with it? Is something wrong with it? Well, 1 and 2 make 3, so maybe I'll turn on these two. And it. Which two was it? The that one and that one, and C3 is off. Oh. Well, the light is still red, but isn't red a bad color? And what's this whirring? I feel like I should turn it off again. Now that the door is open, I see, I fixed it, and it's not going to melt down. Of course, this cable seems to carry on. Is it used? Is the cable? Oh. But this place is not. This place isn't nice. It feels like I could get lost down here for eternity. Ugh. Surely that shouldn't be here. I caught it. I caught it. Nasty corrosive barrels, and they're on their side, and wonder what's in these crates. Well, it's probably fine if it doesn't say on the crate that it's unhealthy. Then it must be fine. T0. Well, it's the only way to go through. This door gives me a sense of foreboding. Does it sound like rushing water? Well, I don't hear anything. And that's fine. And the door is off its hinges. Well, that's nice. Of course, not that this door would stop a flood coming through anyway. Do I really want to be messing around with this when the door is right there? Won't it open and... Oh, well, I might as well take these. Get batteries. I'm not taking the beer though. I don't want the beer. And through here. What? Why won't this door open? It's open. It's jammed. The hinges are jammed. Maybe it's the chair. The chair is blocking the door from opening. Well, that's strange. It's just rusted shut. Well, I don't know if I should be touching this. But where else am I meant to go? This is the only exit, and that's the way I came from. Maybe it goes to here. I mean, there must be a way to get to that point. And there's no other doors through there, so it might be safe. It's probably safe to open this gigantic metal glass door. It's probably perfectly safe. When I could just go through here, but... you know. So... restart, on, off, and my elevator pipe room. A2F1. Is that what these said? 2 T01. What did the console say? They don't seem to say anything. Maybe I should turn this back on. C, no, A1 and B. Maybe this needs to be powered? Stupid thing. A2, no, not that one, that one. A2, B1, and well, I'm sure that noise is normal. I'm sure that noise is normal. That's what's meant to happen. It's meant to be making noises. That's what it's supposed to do. Yes, it's what it's supposed to do. Door 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to reset the controls after using the lever. Fix this. Well, hopefully there's no horde. So I need to reset it after using the levers. Well, this has a 2, so maybe 2. And reset. Well, I probably want power to the... Well, I probably want power to everything, don't I? I mean, no harm can come from just powering everything. I should... Well, if it was flooding, the water would be in here by now, wouldn't it? Oh, well, that gave me a tingle through my spine and down my tail. But there's no water. There's no water coming out. I don't like it here. I don't like it here at all. I feel shivery and like it's going to start filling with water. That looks very strange. What could be going on there? So this is door. This is the elevator. This doesn't look like an elevator. And this is 3. Do I want to open any of these? Oh, I found flashlight batteries. But I don't need flashlight battery. What's that? What is that? What does that say? Yes, I agree. That's very insightful. This constant whirring noise. Well, I could just open all of these. I mean, what's the worst that can... Alright, I just run for the door. And... I don't know, should I do this? Should I open all the doors? Is this a good idea? Well, I definitely need to open 1. I need to take the elevator, but what about 3? Should I really open 3? I mean, who knows what's through there? What if it's full of water? I don't know about 3. And the elevator was 1. And what's 4? Well, 1 should be fine. I mean, we can see there's no water. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. We can see there's no water coming through the... What? This horrible place. Well, then what did it open? Is this here? No, there's no door there. Well, let's just see what's up here. Noisy area. Well, it is a noisy area, but what do you expect me to do about that? EL something something. Oh, lovely. More more things that I don't, more things that I don't like. I love finding things that I don't like. What? What is going on with this place? What is this, like is this a nuclear reactor or something? What? Is it? I mean, surely I can just take a photo of this whole place. Everything is horrible. And this constant whine, like there's a washing machine. It's. Oh, well, surely this door is not meant to be bricked up. And there's another high voltage light bulb. That seems a bit redundant. I don't think you need to make your light bulbs that high voltage. You know. Well, I'm a bit anxious, so I'm babbling slightly. Oh, it's the door that I can't open. I can't move the crate. It's too heavy. Why am I so... I gotta change these batteries. Why am I so weak that I can't pull this? What do they fill these things with? I don't know. I don't want to be here. Why is there a... I mean, this is fine, but that hole in the wall is not meant to be there. What about the missing panels? Well, I guess that's for access. I mean, an electrical fault isn't a problem. What even is this? Just a long... What is this for? Who made this place? Why is it... Why is it just a big corridor? Was that footsteps? Or that was my footsteps? Echoing. Well, what's... I can't... There's nothing that way. What's... More corridors, that's lovely. And these incredibly bright lights. That everything is just on. I have no idea how deep we are. Are we above ground? Oh, well, keys. So door A2 and door D4. So we have door A2 and the lights work, and door D4. Toilet. Now I don't want to see more things in the sinks today. Maybe this can clear things up.
The Bergman Group was a great company, founded by Eric Kleinman and Xander Berg. I'd say that company played a big part in rebuilding the city, but somehow Walter managed to take all the credit for that. Anyway, Xander Berg was a vital part of that company. When he disappeared, the Bergman Group started having trouble staying afloat. Ultimately, the other shareholders forced Kleinman to sell his share of the company.
To Walter?
He became a broken man. Now Kleinman clearly needs someone to guide him. He's a great man, capable of great things. I need him, and he needs me.
Well, who are you? But who are you? I need to make notes of these names. So the Bergman Group, it was owned by... Oh, the audio cuts off when I'm not...
Great company, founded by Eric Kleinman and Xander Berg.
So...
I'd I'd say that company
Eric?
played a big part in
So
rebuilding
Xander
the
went
city.
missing, and the place was...
Somehow, Walter
We
managed to
have
take
this
all the
information, but
credit
who
for
are you?
that. Anyway, Xander Berg was a vital part of that company.
Well, you're not.
When he disappeared, the Bergman Group.
Who did you say took the
Bergman
credit?
Group was a great company.
So we know who
founded
Eric
by
Kleinman
Eric
and Xander Berg
Kleinman
are. They
and
made
Xander
Bergman.
Berg. I'd say that company played a big
Oh,
part
Walter.
in rebuilding.
So you're not Walter because you're saying Walter got the credits. Are you Hartman? And so you want to work with Eric? Wait, but Eric is the guy. Wait a minute, Eric. Does he mean the Eric that works here? Is that the Eric he's talking about? Or is it a different Eric? So Eric was working with, I have it written, with Robin. Stanley Robin was working at the floodgates with someone called Eric. Is that Eric Kleinman? And Xander Berg went missing, and now whoever's speaking on the tape, which maybe it's Hartman, is trying to work with Eric. Well, Eric might be dead. What do you think? Is it the same Eric? Or it's a different Eric? Who is the body? We don't know who the body is. The body didn't have an... well, maybe it had an identity. I didn't want to touch the body. I didn't want to look at it too closely. But I don't know who it was. But it was at the security office of the control room of this place. And you'd expect it would be Eric, because... well, it probably is Eric. It's that man we found. It's Eric. But that doesn't mean that was Eric who was dead. That might have been Robin. Of course, Robin sounds like a cockroach. It doesn't. I don't think Robin would die that easily. I think Robin is probably fine somewhere, stealing the vents. I gotta write my notes. So Eric, maybe Eric Kleinen, maybe Eric Kleinman. And so Eric, maybe Eric Kleinman. So Xander went missing under suspicious circumstances. Eric Kleineman may be dead at the control area of the tunnel place thing. And he's a broken man after being forced by shareholders to sell Bergman to Walter, and someone, potentially Hartman, wants to work with him. I'm also noticing a trend in the names. So we have Walter, Kleineman, and there was another one. Rosenthal. And the head of the police force is Max Keller. So we have a Walter, Kleineman, Keller, Rosenthal. Bit of a trend. Bit of a little trend, of course. I don't know what that trend is. I'm just a rat. I don't have any conceptual awareness of any of these other. Ah, I got in. This must be D3. Because I have the key. D3 has a key, and I'm not falling down that hole. You can go and eat yourself and not get me wet again. And another hole that can eat itself as well, and I'm not falling in you. I am not getting wet again. Not today. Yellow. Oh. And there's a valve. And I don't know, do I turn the valve? I'm going to explore the rest of the place before I turn the valve. We also have this, which batteries. We also have this, which I'm going to take back while I remember it's here. And through this horrible, creepy, nasty corridor that I don't. Was that a door? It doesn't work. Wait, I missed that one. I caught it now though. Ah. And I will put this right now, since what is this place? And what is that? Why does it sound like a washing machine? Even so, I'm taking it all the way back here, and I'm going to I'm going to come here, and I'm going to make a save because I don't want to get soft locked in if this is actually for somewhere over there. Oh. Kill you. Oh, it's the wrong size. I should have measured the hole. I'm not experienced with fitting things inside of. I don't fit many things inside of many holes. I'm not that used to it. I will leave it on the table. Right there. No. Right there. Oh, there's so dusty everywhere. So we have a valve that opens A2. Was that the name of one of the doors? Oh, a door. And in here, C2. So C2 is flooded, which means it won't open because it's flooded, and I'm going to kill myself if I open it. So C2, pipe room, and we have this horrible ambience. D1, which I can open, and I will make sure I have. Oh, good. It doesn't close on its own. Oh, we're at the other side of the tunnel. Do I need to photograph the lights that are broken? I already photographed on the other side. They can figure out to change all of the lights. I mean, I don't have to photograph every individual light now, do I? Well, there's a valve hole here, but I think that's the same. It's the same size as the other one. What? Was there another door? You mean this one? That's not a. That's not a valve hole, that's a keyhole. You put keys in there. But I wonder if it seems to be a keyhole. I wonder if I should try to open these other doors. Of course, I'm not excited to do that because I'm going to flood myself if I get it wrong. But, well, you shouldn't be able to just open a door you shouldn't be able to open. I mean, they have these alarms and things, right? Did that move? I don't trust anything of this place. The whole place could come falling down. Oh, let's try 3 and 4. Well, it doesn't seem to do anything, and I'm fine with that. No, turn, no, on, and no. Well, I'm fine with it not doing anything. It not doing anything means that it doesn't do anything, and it's nice. Because this place is already creepy enough. You know, look at this. Who puts a sign here? Why? Why do you put a sign here? So the alien dimensional creature can look at it? Or did the alien dimensional creature paint it for me to look at it? Well, I don't know if there's anything back that way that I can work with. And I think the only way is further forwards. We have the keys, we have a vent, a valve, and we have a pipe, A2 and C2. I'll see to it. I'll see to it. I'll take this with me just in case, and I'll put it away from the water so that it doesn't fall in the water. So I want to lower this bridge. So we have D2 and B2, which means B, D, maybe that's C2, and there's a B3. Is that C? Is that C2? What if I go and turn the valve? Would it change the light green? Because I'd rather do it now than do it later if I have to do it. No, I'm not. I'd rather turn it now than turn it again later. Hopefully this doesn't flood everything. I don't hear rushing water. But if it did, I could close the gate and then I'd be safe. Oh, a chest. Wait, this opens now? But that's stupid. This is B2. This is A2. This is C2. This is... Well, if it's not flooded, why is it full of water? Why is it purple? But at least if it starts filling with water, I can just stop. But why would... But what? But it's nasty. Look at this nasty, dirty water. Why is it so horrible in here? Who put the electrics in this place? Why is the light so bright? Why doesn't this... Look, this is 5 lights and this doesn't have a high voltage sign. Wait, am I underneath the pumping station? C2. And why did the A2 valve... Is this whole place set up improperly? I mean, this should be unlocked, right? Come on, I want to... But then I'll just climb through here. No, it's too small. I'm gonna get my whisks dirty. Oh, pipes and stuff. How exciting! Oh, good, a valve and another valve. Yes, while I'm down in the depths of the pumping area, I want to start turning valves. That's very safe. A5, A3. I'd say let's look for A5 and A3 as doors. But that didn't even cover it last time anyway. Plus, that's not even a blast door, it's just a wooden door. A2, that's the one that I turned. And that's not even a... I mean, I could just try turning it. Or maybe I should wait, and I think I should wait. So we have a valve for A3 and A5. And another valve up there. And we know it's down here. So we can open A3 and A5. And I can... Oh! I can climb all the way up. Oh. And this one is unlabeled. That's fun. Maybe this pipe tells you around... No, it's just unlabeled. That's very safe. I appreciate... And I have to climb up here. Come on, it's not that high. A2, so this should be not flat. I can't... The door is not even... Oh, well that's lovely. A big gash. I want to go back into this, and the birds, the stupid annoying birds. So we have A4, A5, A3. Maybe this is A2. Or was A2 the one outside, which would make that A1? I think A2 was outside. Well, it's locked. Of course it's locked. Everything is locked, and that thing is not locked. Oh, A1. What do you mean A1? This doesn't even have a... Oh, so that's A1. So A1, so A1. What? What does this want? Water set. Water sensors. You can't turn off the water beacons, but all the pipes in the room are closed. So I should open all of them? So, A2 and A5. Because A2 is on that, and A2 and A5. So that should be easy. A4, A1. I want to climb up. I want to climb up A2. But if I open A2, it's going to flood the room. Well, first we'll try A5 and we'll see what happens. And I need a way to get down because it's It's a big drop. Well, it's probably far. No, it's too. I don't want to go down there. Maybe I can. Ah, and I I did it. I did it. And now A5, A5, and A2, and it should change. It should be different. It should say, "Great job, Callum. Here is your cheese," and A5 is closed, and now it's A2. A2 is this one, and it's got a giant hole. So. C2, but what about? It must be this one. I didn't forget. A2, but I can't turn A2. Wait, did I break everything? Cause I. Did it? It's A2, right? A2. Which has to be off because it's got a giant hole in which means but it comes from there and it goes down, so I can't turn it on anyway. Of course that all leaves me with wondering, what's this one? Because this doesn't seem to be. Oh, it's A1. A4. Well, I can't open A2. Oh. Oh. So the pipe room, which is where we are now. And it says so right there, A2 is outside. But I couldn't open. You can't turn off the water, but all the pipes in the room are closed. When it says the pipes in the room, does it mean in this room? Because A2 is not in this room. Well, it is, but the valve is not. The valve is not in this room, but the pipe is in this room. You can't turn off the water sensor. The water sensors? Why would I want to turn off the water sensors? I want the water sensors. I want to know if I'm going to die if I open a door. And the walkway is broken. I just noticed that, but it's not a big deal. It's only structural damage. So does it want me to turn all of them off? Water sensors. And I want to turn the water sensors off, but why would I want to do that? You can't turn the water off, the water sensors off when all the pipes in the room are closed, which means they should be open, which means they should be lit up. And the only one that is not lit up is A2, which I can't open. Because I just tried, and it didn't open. And I can't go through this way, and I'm not even sure how you're meant to get around. Maybe this is unlocked. I don't even know how you're meant to get around here normally, because there's a dirty great big hole, and I have to go up, and salvage myself. But the only door is A2, which doesn't work. Right? The valve is jammed. It's a jammed valve. I need to put less jam on my valve. Well, let's see what's the other way. Because there's things here too. Do not be under the flood door while it's closing. Oh, thank you. I didn't realize that giant metal doors could hurt me. What now? Well, I want to get in there, because maybe it's got information. And if I can get in there, I can get across to the rest of these places. But to get this down, this needs to work. And this connects to this. Why does it connect to both of them? So SU1 and S2D. But these are E. And there's also this thing. Oh, there's a valve. That's useful. There's also this, which is power for the signal converter. RC1, RC2. What are RC1 and RC2? CP1, SU, door B2. Door B2 sounds nice, but oh, as in one of these doors? E1, E2, well, these are D. That doesn't mention D. I don't remember any mention of D. Well, since I don't know, let's just turn things on. Here, I fixed it. Somehow. And now it works. What happened? Well, that's that fixed. And now we'll turn these on. And those go into the water. And that goes to the button. But the door doesn't work because these need to be set. Oh wait. Oh wait. SU1 S1U. S1U is E2. And S2D S2D E4 and E5. And I press and the button. And the button. Did I do something here? Uplink to control. I don't know if this does anything. I mean, it's fixed, right? Did you use that? Of course, I have this other valve, but I haven't seen anywhere that plugs into. But maybe I should check and see if there's a hole for the. Well, there's this door here, but I don't think it's for that. I don't think it's the right size. I don't think it's the right size for that door. Oh, this needs to be towards SU1, right? So SU1, S2D, which means the power goes this way and this way, and doesn't go to blue. But where does blue go? Why would you put... Oh, the blue goes into the water, so once I lower the bridge, I need to switch it to... Oh, it did. You stupid. I was... Wait, how am I going to get over if I jump across once? I can see it. I can... Ah! No! I grabbed myself. Beer. Beer and some beer. Well, that was a waste of time. Why? What a stupid waste of time. My head hurts. I think it's too much air That's not nice. Not nice here. Is there anything I can see up here or do up here? So we have D1, D5. Let's not fall off. And B1. So this room is D and B. But there's nothing up here. Well, that's fine. And now, because I'm a smart rat, a very smart rat, I don't even need to look inside to know that there's maybe a computer or the other bridge. Yeah, the other bridge. The other bridge runs on the blue wires because I can see the blue wire there. So I'm going to switch this for this, and S2, SE, 3, and S1, E1, which is, and now it's going to have power over there, and I didn't even need to look because I knew, I remembered. I did it. Don't climb on. I didn't. I'm not probably. Shut up. I didn't climb on anything. And I'm a very smart rat. And I deserve senior management. And also, this cable should run like that and that, and it shouldn't go on the middle because you steppy and you put the chair and sit and crack and what do you mean the door is locked? Well, that's fine. I don't mind that the door is locked. I can. Oh, I have to. It was like this, something, and now I can. Up. Ah. Well, I'm slightly wetter now. Let me just wring my tail out. and now I'm on this side. But if I go down on this side, what if I can't come back? What do we think? Do I jump down? Or do I go back to that other pump room and try and find how to get that room to work? Oh. Well, the bridge is up, so it's already too late. And oh. And this doesn't even have power anymore because I put the power onto the other side. FM radio, radio. There's too much fungus in the air. Look, it's cracked. Like my table. My broken table! Open. If this door wouldn't open, I'd be stuck here. I mean, I can swim, but I keep getting wet. I keep getting wet. I don't want to keep getting wet. I've had enough. And this one closes! It closes when I go through. Well, at least the door is open on the other side, but hopefully I can... Oh, good. I can at least kick open the windows and escape that way. But this is jammed, obviously. Oh, well, that's not healthy. Wait, did I not get it? Stupid camera. It went out of focus. That wasn't my fault. It went out of focus. I needed a new camera. It has unrealistic coloring, and it's faking its bit depth. It reports that it's 8K, but it's actually just 1K scaled up, and they think I don't notice, but it's obvious. And but this is also very bad, and I need more batteries, because everything, it always breaks, and I'm stuck somewhere, and I need to calm down, because it's not a big deal, it's just my job. It doesn't matter that I've fallen in the water 3 times. What matters is that I'm an unpaid intern, and that's the important part that I have to remember. It could be worse, because I mean, imagine if instead of having a job and no money and having to work and not getting paid, imagine if I didn't have a job and also didn't have money. Then I wouldn't get to work, and I'd have free time to do whatever I like. Oh, at least I found some flashlight batteries. That's very useful. I'm glad that I don't have to spend the $5, because I really can't afford it. Because I can't afford anything, because oh, what is this horrible mess? I don't think I want to even... I don't even know what this is. Oh, it seems to be electrical systems. Well, I don't care about electrical systems. I care about opening the... Oh, why is... Can't I just kick these off? Why are they made out of solid metal? They're not even watertight. It's not going to stop the flood if a flood comes in here. Is there some... Well, how do I know what the code is? Oh wait, it's a single choice. I can just try all of them. And none of them... did I get the right one? Did I get the right one? Or did I just try all of them and... Was the door already locked? What is this for? Oh, maybe it unlocks one door at a time. I think that's what it does. It unlocks one door at a time. No, stupid! Why am I... why do I have to deal with this? Why can't they make doors that open the other way? So this is D4, and I go and I set to D4. At least I'm getting good at using redundant. No. Open. What the hell? What the hell? Is that the... So I have to run. But I haven't looked... Does it open from... It doesn't open from that side either, so if I go and I'm stuck, then I'm stuck. Well, screw you, I'm not doing that. I've already been wetted and smelt and disgusted and fallen and wetted again. I'm not getting stuck as well. Oh, it's the floodgates. Oh, this place is so confusing. And I don't even know if I was meant to go to that other place first and figure... Oh, good, a newspaper. Just what I wanted to see. Bergman Group's downfall. Bankruptcy. Why is there so much writing? Well, maybe someone can write a summary for me and read it while I go to the toilet. This is all above my pay grade. It's above my pay grade. And a small bit of bread, but not much left. Mm-hmm. Workman, get out of the water. Hi. Hi. So I've read through this entire newspaper myself, and it says that Zanderberg went missing with all of his research, and that the bedrock is weak. That doesn't sound very nice. So the bedrock on the work side is weak. So what does that mean? I thought bedrock was indestructible. Even with diamond, you can't destroy bedrock. Everyone knows that. It's just stupid. Zanderberg, with all of his research, yes, Zanderberg created Bergman with Eric, that man we found. Shareholders lost faith in Kleinerman, forced him to sell to Jeff Walter. Yes. Started construction. So, when it was bought by Jeff Walter, Bergman started construction of the new freshwater tunnel system set for Ryan. The contract also included a maintenance plan for 25 years. But a year after construction, the company went bankrupt. So they were meant to. So the employees were overworked. The bedrock is weak. This place isn't even receiving maintenance. Well, that's fun to know. I'm so happy to have this information. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm only renting. I can just leave. Well, I think that's everything there is to find about down here. Now I have to go and deal with... Oh, I can go across the bridge, but that's locked as well. So there's a pick between D5 and well, what's that one? Why is that one not labelled? D4. D5 or D4? What do we pick? D5 or D4? Which is the way that we choose to explore first? D4 or D5? Six. There's no 6. 1, 2, 3, or 6. Oh. And am I gonna have to sprint to reach it? I gotta run. No. But what if I get stuck? What if I get stuck on this side? Well, it doesn't. I'm sure it'll be fine. Look, a hole through a vent. It's probably the wrong size anyway. They're always the wrong size. And these are boarded up with wood. And I was too far away to take a proper picture. Oh, apparently that's what I was meant to... What? They'll notice. When they come to fix the floorboards, they'll notice the chunk of concrete that's missing. Maybe I should photograph all these doors that I can't open. So what's this way? More structural issues. And more structural issues. But at least the floor is properly covered. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Well, I can go through here at least. Is that a car battery? Is there a car battery here? What, who has a use for a... Who is using a car battery? And why is there gasoline? And what's that? Was that a key? Was that a key? It sounded like a key. I wish I could look at my hand and see what I just picked up, but I already put it in my pocket. And you know, my paws are a little bit dirty, and if... Well, not that I'm... Wait, I'm not wearing clothes. Where am I putting all of these things? Where am I keeping my flashlight? It's probably better not to ask myself questions. A still tongue makes a happy life. Questions are a burden to others. Answers are a burden. No, questions... Answers... Questions are a burden to others. Answers are a prison for oneself. Flood doors alarm and emergency B1, B2 override. Something feels strange about this place. I don't feel like I should be here, but I can't go back. Wait, what am I trying to do? Elevate to the surface. Well, that's a problem. What do I do? I open the doors. Why am I opening these? If the alarm sounds, the emergency override can be used to open floodgates B1 and B2. Why do I want to open them? Can I get out now? A1. Oh, B2. But why do I want to open these? To open the door to the exit? But it needs a valve, and I don't have the valve with me. Well, I don't know what to do. I mean, it doesn't work, right? And I don't have a valve. Wait. What do you mean, wait? What do you mean, wait? I can't wait. I have to... What? No. That's a bit stupid. That was quite dumb. Zero indication of anything that's what you're meant to be doing. I don't even know if I died because I ran out of time or because a rock fell on me. So floodgates A1, floodgates A1, A2 emergency override. To access the flood door control panel, all floodgates must be open. So if I want to access that, I have to open all the floodgates. Okay, then why don't the buttons work? But why don't the buttons do anything? And plus the valves only open on this side, they don't open on that side. Not to mention this one's broken anyway. So do I open these? But the buttons doesn't work, so what the hell? And that doesn't work. And things start breaking. And that starts breaking. And I can close it again. And yet that doesn't seem to matter to do anything. So I managed to open the floodgates B1 and B2, but it doesn't open B1 and B2. It only opens B2, and B1 is still closed because it's broken. And this says floodgates A1 and A2 emergency override. To access the control panel, floodgates must be open. This can be used to manually open A1 and A2. But it doesn't open A1 and A2. It only opens A2 because A1 is still closed. And the button doesn't do anything. So what? There's nothing else to do. I've opened those. The buttons don't do anything. These buttons don't do anything. I can't go out through there. Oh. I have to photograph the ceiling because that's important right now. I have to. And I don't have a valve for either of these. I mean, I can turn this again, but no, I even can't turn that again. And now it doesn't work at all. There's this. And now these don't work. And the buttons don't work. Oh, wait, it's open. But what's the alarm? Error. Turn off. I don't know the code. I don't know. This sequence seems kind of dumb to me. It's like all of these buttons that don't even do anything, these valves which don't do what the valves tell you they do. I mean, sure, I get it, it's like the whole place is a shithole that's falling apart, and yet... And there's also no code. Well, what's the code? Are you not meant to be here yet? Read the sign. What sign? This sign? Flood doors alarm control panel. Code? Well, there's the code. I mean, it's a nice little set piece. It just, I don't know. Plus, opening these don't seem to do anything because it doesn't open anyway. Like, does pressing the buttons matter? Does even opening these matter? Because I mean, it just falls down again, right? Do I have to press the buttons that don't do anything? Wait. Okay, wait. Is pressing the buttons important? Well, I guess not, because it says wait. So if it says wait, then it means it's... Well, why would this system have a thing that makes you wait? There's a flood. Open. So the code is 0451. 0451. And the last time I did die because the rocks fell on me, and I had no... I didn't know that was the reason. Because I couldn't see the rocks because they were falling on me. So what's... Main? Turn off. No. 0? Fuck. 0? No. 0, 4, 5, 1. Fuck you. Stupid shit. So this sequence is just standing around for a little bit. And the part that makes it hard is that... Why does this button work and these ones don't? Why did... It's not like this one says it's broken. And then I turn this, and then I turn that one, and then I wait for it to... Oh, so it thinks those are closed. Because you clicked... It thinks the other two are open, because you clicked the open button. And yet that one was also open, and yet it knows that one's not closed, because it fell. So it doesn't realize for this... It realizes for this one, but it doesn't realize... I mean, that doesn't say wait. So it realizes for this one when it's not open, but those other two on the right, it doesn't realize when they're not open. And now I just stand here. And that's it. Oh, it's leaking. I should take a photograph of that. Because... Wait, I didn't. You don't just click, you have to click apply. Why don't I have a crosshair? Crosshair, yes. Turn off 0751 0451. Now we have to... Does this just leave? Maybe I can go down there. Apparently you can't, even though... Well, that shouldn't... Why does that... That shouldn't... Fine, whatever. I do a Half-Life? Oh. I wouldn't usually screw around like that, but it's already been screwing me around with that stuff, so whatever. I give myself a pass. Also, I think this is leaving this section, and there's a ton of stuff that hasn't been looked at. There's that, the valve, there's this door here, which I assume goes somewhere. So I'd kind of like to load my save, because this, I think this just leaves the location. Can I load my save and explore properly? Oh, it's not immersive. The music's cool though. No. Huh? Huh? I take a picture. It's not immersive, or that whole sequence was not immersive. Plus, aren't you interested to see what there is in this map? As in, I think half of that whole area has been missed. Also, I gotta take the photos. It's important later on. So I've heard. I also just didn't like that sequence that much. It's kind of, I don't know. How did I get out of the collapsing room? You just stand next to the control panel and then you wait a few minutes while tense music plays, but you have nothing to do. And then it opens and you press the button that says open, and then you put a code in and then you walk out. It's actually kind of anticlimactic. It's like it's a cool moment. It's actually a cool moment. It's a nice sequence. It looks good, it sounds good, it's exciting. It's quite tense. You got this build-up of music. You've got the water rushing. You've got the broken, the floodgates that keep breaking. You've got these buttons. You've got this control. It's got a lot of tension, and it looks really good and it sounds really good. And yet, what do? You turn the two valves, and then you stand by the gates, and you wait. Like for 40 seconds without doing anything, because there's nothing to do. And then you type a code and then you walk out of the door, and that's it. It's not exactly that interactive. It's not exactly that you don't exactly have that much agency. What would have been cool is if these doors keep falling and you have to keep running between the valves and the buttons. Like you have to press the button to open the lock, and then you have to turn the valve to move it up. And then you just have more interaction with it. And then it hasn't been hours, it's been 1 hour. And then it was exciting the first time, yeah, but it didn't communicate very well. And I died. Which arguably I would say that in the best, as in like a theoretical best video game, you should never actually die, but you should always be at the threat of death. Because the moment you die, you can talk about it breaking immersion if I was to reload the area. If I was to reload the earlier area, you can say that would be not immersive, but nothing is less immersive than dying. That's the least immersive thing possible in a game. Even more unimmersive than glitches, because a glitch you can excuse as, oh, that's just part of, the limitation, but dying is, the timeline is fractured and you don't exist, you're not really here, you're not alive, time is not existent. You're a god, you can save and load and die and come back and then nothing really matters. So obviously you need a game to have death as a consequence. At least the majority of games you need to have death as a consequence because you need decisions to matter. You need well, that's it. You need decisions to matter. But actually killing someone is pretty unimmersive. So what I'd say for this puzzle is it was epic the first time. Even the other times it was still very well made. I can definitely appreciate the quality of the interaction. But for one thing, it killed me because it didn't communicate the intention of the puzzle. That it just didn't communicate the intention. It didn't communicate its intent. Which is just confusing. And confusion is fine, of course. It's fine for a puzzle to confuse you. It even should. What's the point of a puzzle that's not confusing? And yet when you go over it multiple extra times and you understand the puzzle, you realize that you weren't confused out of a lack of understanding. Well, as in, not... I'll word it a different way. It wasn't a lack of mastery which made you stuck. It wasn't because you didn't do it well enough. It's just because it was not indicated what you were meant to do. And it was a bit more trial and error to figure out what you had to do. It's like even reading back the context clues on the second time. There was no indication telling you what I had to do. I just had to kind of figure it out. Through repeated deaths, figuring out a puzzle is fine, but through repeated deaths is the immersion breaking part. And then on top of that, you find out when you do figure it out, the majority of your time you just spend standing in the corner because there's nothing really much to do. And that, all of those things combined makes it feel a bit underwhelming. What do you think? That's actually an interesting idea, Bess. I like that idea. If M is going away and going around doing his stuff anyway, then the next stream can start from this point, and as far as he'll know, it's still immersive. And as far as I'll know, I'll have got to explore the map, because it's actually pretty... I like the environment a lot. This dingy basement where every door it's just full of water and you can flood yourself instantly if you open the wrong valve. And it's old and wet and cramped. I like the environment and I'd like to actually explore it. I'm not sure if Em is even still watching, which would be a bit unfortunate because I was trying to talk to him about game design but hey. I'm not sure if he's... Or I could just leave it now, because give me a minute, because if he's sleeping, then, but if he's not sleeping, then there's going to be noisy in here and I can't stream easily. So could just at the start of next stream reload from the earlier save, and if it's immersive or not doesn't really matter, because there's been a break, and the flow of interactions has already been broken by one, the break, and the other, the multiple deaths, I'll go see. Hi. So, I'm eating bread. Hi. So, I'd say we'll put it to a vote to reload from the drawbridge, so I can go and explore the rest of the map, because it's a pretty cool environment. This dingy basement with these congested pipes and this risk of flooding behind every single door. Of this pretty detailed environment where there's all these puzzles and interesting architecture and geometry. Or to continue from here, which is the stupid choice, because then you don't get to see things. But since M is going to sleep, he doesn't get a vote because he's going to sleep. And he's not going to be watching it anyway because he's going to be sleeping. Isn't that right? Of course I want to explore it. It's a pretty interesting environment. Plus it's got a story built around it, which I'm also interested in seeing. And how often do you get to see these strange architectures of civil infrastructure? I know outside looked pretty nice, yeah, but you can go outside and see that. You can look out of the window and see that. You can go for a walk and see that. It's very easy to see views like that. You don't need a game to see rivers and trees and mountains. But how often do you see the internals of civil infrastructure like this? Very rarely. Yeah, I'm sure about that. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's much easier. What, the nature? Sure, but that's not through lack of availability, that's through lack of interest. That's not the same metric. So we have the votes, except Markovus doesn't get a vote because he's going to sleep anyway. And I'm going to load. And Bess will be back in 2 minutes. Well, you should have got dressed sooner. Because so I'm going to reload, alright? Are we in agreement? And I would be less inclined to reload, but pretty much the excuse also is that I died anyway, so the timeline was already interrupted. If I'd got through that sequence without dying yet, I wouldn't want to reload because it would be one continuous flow of events. But I died like 5 times and it kind of threw me out of reality already by doing that. So I'm like, technically speaking, we've already been reloading because every time we die we reload, so what's the harm in reloading slightly earlier to get a bunch of extra content that I missed out on? So that's my reasoning. Alright. So I'm going to load. Of course, if you think reloading is unrealistic, you're going to hate this next bit. Because the drawbridge is up and there's no way to open it from this side. Whoopsie. You see how I didn't bother doing for the hand? Because the camera, the flashlight, the phone are all 3 different models, MDL files, and I'd had to have dealt with compiling a 3rd one, which I didn't want to bother doing because it's just UI anyway and can be cut out from the video. So to just show. I am Callum, and I only just got here, and I don't know anything that's going that way. So we have this valve, Calombre. No, not Calumba, Calombre. Calombre. Except I can't say it because I can't roll my R. Oh, can I balance it? Ah, no, I want to balance. No, stupid, you're stupid. You don't balance. You need to balance properly. Don't be stupid. And don't fall in the water. I forbid you from falling in the water. So where do you think this valve goes? Where does the valve go? Could it be right at the end, or could it be further back that way? And how do we get through? I'm stuck on the... How do we get into the water closet? There's no door handle. I can't go to the toilet, except I can go pee-pee down there, or I can go poopy in that bucket, so I have all of my needs met already. See? It's a veritable feast of what's the word for relating to toilets? A veritable feast of plumbing? Of... I don't know. A verb form of needing... So what if I just open all of these valves? Because there's... If it doesn't work being open, maybe it'll do something if they're all closed. So that's 3 and 5. And... Come on, little candle. You got to get over the valve. So 3, 5. And I climby. 4, no, 1. Why am I'm not very good at climbing things. Sometimes I'm very good at climbing, but sometimes I'm not very good. So that was 3, 5, 1, 4, which is all of them in here, because the other one is 2, but 2 doesn't turn. And... What? Wait a minute. You can't turn off the water sensors when all of the pipes in the room... You can! You can! It says you can! It says you can! Why did no one tell me it says you can? Well, it's because no one else is here, obviously. But why did no one tell me? It says you... It doesn't say you can't. It says you can. It says you can't... It says that you can turn it off, not that you... I would complain that it's using double negatives, because it's... but it's not even using double negatives. It's just that I read it wrong, because it's can't... what? Oh my god, but... Batteries for my flashlight. And a note from Eric, that man we found. Robin, stop leaving important technical documents when you decide to have a break. Oh, this feels so much like Workman. It feels so much like the two of them. It so much feels like them. I'm tired of going through the premises looking for them. Those are important documents. You're not going to be able to use these old systems if we lose the documents. Don't lose them. Anyway, I started going through the Bergman documents I found. there was some news articles about Zanderberg's disappearance and something about Kleiner's father, Edward. Edward, I should note. Edward, Kleiner's father. Kleiner's father. Father is called Edward. So, something about his father, Edward. I think most interesting thing was Alex Hartman. So it seems Hartman wanted to find Jeff. Wait. I think the most interesting thing was this note about Alex Hartman. It seems they wanted to find Jeff Walter, the guy who's been buying and bankrupting companies. And they even had Micah Rosenthal, who I have noted in my notes. I just have to find his name. Rosenthal. I did see it a minute ago. Steelberg Steel, which went bankrupt for a union strike and was then bought by Eric Walter, by Jeff Walter. So, the owner of Star. It says it's the owner of Steelberg Steel. Why am I keeping carefully documented notes when? Here, thank you, Eric. I appreciate. I know Jeff Walter was well known and even considered a good man. But I think Hartman knew something about Walter that no one was supposed to know. I don't even know if they ever found him or what happened to him, to them. To who? To Hartman? Or Walter? Or Kleinemans? No one was supposed. I don't know if they ever found him or what happened to them. So they don't know any of them are. Him or what happened to them. So they don't know any of these people. So Eric Kleineman has disappeared. Alex Hartman has disappeared. Jeff Walter has disappeared. Zanderberg has disappeared. All of these people just disappearing. Why is this just in a document sitting here? And Eric is probably dead. And Robin is a cockroach. He's definitely alive somewhere, but he's probably living in this pipe. Imagine you just crawl into some big intake valve that's been disconnected, and you just climb out the pipe. Could this be it? Look at that. It's got a green light. I think this might be it. Where is the valve? The valve is. I have to find the valve, and I have to find the way down, and I have to bring the valve to here. Of course, it's going to be a pain in my tail if this isn't where. This way. A pain in my tail if this isn't where I have to take this valve, because then I have to take the valve all the way back again. But this is quite interesting. So everyone is disappearing, and they're disappearing because they're finding out about this information. This information that I'm finding out about. And Eric is probably dead, who found out about this information that I'm finding out about. Well, maybe I should delete these images from my camera's card. Maybe I shouldn't mention this to my boss. I mean, I do need that promotion to, a real employee, but I also need to be alive, otherwise I can't spend the money. And I can't spend the money to buy cheese or marshmallows or roast duck. And maybe I shouldn't mention any of what I'm finding. But still, it's still interesting. And it's interesting to see if the valve is going to fit. A place with 100 valves and 100 doors and 100 places that are connected up and that I can't get into. And this way, and once in a while you find I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Stupid. And I'm gonna pass it under here like what? Oh, well that didn't work. Anyway, and is it gonna be the one? It is. It's the one. What did we find? We found C1. Where does this go? What's in here? Water, and oh, it goes to here. Well, at least we got this document. What a waste of time. And well, I need to my camera and another one. And I can't even go out through this way. Was that it? But I only could get. Still, it's pretty cool, and we found the document, and we beat it. We figured out the difference between can and can't, and on, and off, and open and closed. These are all important and distinct concepts in the English Lexis, and they need to be remembered and known about and thought about, because and my ankles are in so much joy through the situation that they're in of having to walk around mud and water and potentially sewage all day and all night, and in the spaces in between those times. So now we've explored through here, we have a better idea of exactly what's going on. And I do still wonder if we can get into the doors back that way, because there was 2 doors back there. Well, going through here is a dead end, because once I climb on the roof, the gate will be, unless I do it smart and I close it, and then I'm a very smart rat. Oh wait, but I have, it doesn't matter anymore, because I have a way of circling back through that way. But now we run up as it goes down. And oh, you stupid device. Well, I'll just. No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it the way where I can get back easily. It just takes some timing, and I did it. Oh. Of course, this closes as well. Oh, what a... And I can't open this. And this door is locked for some reason. Well, I should be able to get around going through that way. I looked through. Oh, retire. Oh. New B2 code 4027. Wait, what? What's this? B2 code 4027. What was it? Is it 4027? Shopping list. Who puts a shopping list on a wall? A shopping list isn't something you keep for multiple days. It's something. Remember to feed the cat. No, the cat is dead. I'm sorry. It's dead. It definitely. Eric Kleineman. I got some evidence of Xander Berg's disappearance from a reliable source. It appears to be true that he really did kidnap Xander Berg. What? He needed him for a secret project. Mayor Ultima either didn't know anything about it or he was lying. But the governor might, so we have a new name, Mayor Ultima. Well, we have already Defty, who's the governor, and now Mayor Ultima. Mayor Ultima, no, and Xander. So Hartman says he has proof that Jeff Walter kidnapped him for a secret project. Or to build another shoddy tunnel that falls down. We need to get some information out of him. Who? Oh, but the governor might know something because he supported Walter's secret project before Walter disappeared. We need to get some information out of him. There's also that cop, Max Keller, who I already have noted down because I'm good at my job. Who's leading the investigation of Walter's disappearance. Also, Walter has actually disappeared. Max Keller Police is investigating Walter's disappearance. And Mayor Ultima was supportive of Walter's secret projects. Pontica Moonshine. Leading the investigation, he might actually be one of Walter's henchmen. And if that's true, he knows where he's hiding. So the mayor is in his pocket. So supportive of Walter's secret projects, Hartman thinks he's in Walter's pockets. But not because he's small, but because he is given I'll just change the wording. He thinks he is in Walter's. Hartman thinks Walter owns his ass. Yeah, that gets the point across. And knows where he's hiding. Well, I better get a picture of this coffee cup. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating coffee cup. And we have this code which by food and cigarettes Oh, beer. So bread, milk, drinking, and retire. And now we can head towards... Well, we went that way. That way goes to the exit. Oh, does that way just lead to the exit on this side? Well, at least we know we got everything. Unless there's something else that we missed, but I don't think we missed anything. Oh. So we need to open D4. D4. Oh. So it does just go here, from the other side. And is this the same code that was on the calendar? 0451? So what does it mean, the new B2 code? Wait, B2? What does it mean, the new B2 code? There's no keypad or anything. So this is... And now that we're here, we can't get out because, you know, that's nice, right? What was the key card for? The code. I mean, the code isn't for here. I don't know. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. I mean, we came up through there and I got photos of the broken stuff. There's a door at the end, but that doesn't go anywhere. I went through there and looked in the house. I managed to get through to the pipes, which I'm happy about. I guess that's it. I mean, I can try the other codes. I don't understand. I still don't get why this button works and that button doesn't. What we want to do is open it. And yet we want to open that one as well. So I don't know. No! I gotta take a photo of that. And I gotta take a photo of the ceiling. Because I gotta take photos of all of this. Even if it's stupid. I mean, the whole place will be falling down in a minute. And just take photos of all of it. And open and press the buttons that don't do anything. The water's gonna come from that way, isn't it? Why can't this place just not flood? Can it just not flood? That would be nice. I don't like things that flood. Oh, that's leaking now. What? That's not a photo. That's very obviously a photo. Well, I need to get through, and I'm gonna type save. Pieces of rubble falling on the floor, and a leaky pipe, and I don't have anything to do because there's nothing to do, and it's not really a... No, it fell. And so what was the other puzzle? It's 4, 0, 2, 7. That's I know it's not the right one. It's 0, 4, 5, 1. A fuse. There's been no fuses. I'm just seeing what happens by this point to see if there's anything more to this. I should take a picture after it falls. No, not a general picture. So, main, info, error, status, alarm on, turn off, enter code. What if I tried the code that was on the calendar? 4027. So that doesn't do anything. Fuse? What fuse? There's no fuses for this area. So the only thing to do is just turn off and then 0, 4, 5, 1. That's it. Okay, if you say so. But then what about this door? Then what about this door? And this door? And everything else? I don't get it. Well, we better be going then. We found the pipes, how that works, and it led to the same place where we already were. And we found actually some interesting information that Eric had collected about Hartman and Walter and this and that. And I noticed you. You're very nice. And but Bess, what fuse? What fuse are you talking about? Do you mean the valve? What would the fuse go into? Just a door, but then if it's just a door, why does it have the light? Isn't this like, look, notice me, something here. Bess, are you sure you saw an actual fuse? The fuses in this are like a red box. And also I haven't seen anywhere where I would put a fuse. And the door to B2 is the door that we came in through. The only other door on the other side is just a different door you can come in through. Well, this is... you can consider this the end of the stream. for whatever kind of editing that might be done to this, I think really just grab the section of figuring out how to open up the pipes and reading that little clipping from Eric and just insert that earlier to going into the big pump room, and then the continuity will be the same, and then you use the original version of going through this part because it was the most authentic, and forget about this partial remake and just get the bits from it for whoever or whenever or if ever, you know, that's how it can be played with. What do you mean not always? Not always what? Marco, not always what? Because remember there's a delay and I'm not sure what you're replying to. Entering the door is part of a secret achievement. And a shortcut. Bess, are you making this up or you're looking up the guide? Can one of you answer my question? You looked up. Best, do not look things up. Don't give me spoilers. Don't tell me how, from a guide, how to play the game. That's entirely antithetical to the whole point of playing a game, to just look up the answers. Don't do that again, please. Pointing things out like the fuse? Sure, if you notice it, but don't look up. Fine, if you organically miss something, that's fine. But even if I do, I don't care. I'm telling you not to look up answers like that in the future, because I dislike it. I was actually gonna go back and reload again and look around and see if you were correct or not, but now I'm like, I don't really want to bother because it's there, it exists, and it's, you know what to do, and it's like, where's the exploration in following what someone's read? Of course I am curious, and yet by that point why not just no clip? What do you think, Marco? Go check it out, not as a part of the canon stream, but just out of curiosity of seeing the game? Or wrap it up there and head off up to the surface? I'll be wrapping up. Mostly because this noise is annoying me and I can't be bothered to wait for answers and debating and conversation. So, the elevator better work. No, it left without me.